Alright guys, so we're going to look at how we can force them to engage our Z-guard. A lot of people have trouble getting the Z-guard position, and a lot of people have trouble once they get that sort of knee shield Z-guard position, getting their opponent's knee to the floor. And we'll also talk about, for me, I play Z-guard on my opponent's weak side generally. Most guys are going to want to pass right leg forward, so I try and force them to pass with the left leg forward, so that way I can attack a position they're less comfortable in. I mean, every now and then we get some guys that do prefer passing left leg forward, but I mean, statistically, most people are going to pass right leg forward. So I'll show you what I do with the inside hook to force them to engage the side I want, right? So we'll show what happens generally if you stand up. So what happens when guys want to pass with this leg forward, they step that inside, and they're usually moving to that side, and they drop the knee. And now you can see I'm forced to engage on their strong side. I'd rather not battle them where they're used to passing. So what we have to do is I have to keep this leg inside, and I try and hook behind the knee here. I hook behind the knee as an anchor, and I fall to my left hip. And what that does, they see a knee cut with their weak side, and they really do take that. They take that a lot of the time because it is the best decision to make in this situation, right? So when we're here, they want to pass with this leg forward. So what I do is I hook in here, and even as they keep moving, I force myself onto my left hip, and I bring this knee back in. So now you can see that's the first step. We force them to engage at the side they would least prefer to engage from, right? So I'll show you that again. So we really need to anchor in here and drop to our hip. So I really curl to my side. But again, I bring this knee in, because if I just curl in here and I don't get the knee shield, they'll pass straight away with this side. So if I come in here, I fall to my side, and they might beat this knee, and they come straight into half guard or straight into the pass. So again, you have to have that knee inside to protect against that knee cut pass. So again, we're here, this leg comes inside, and even as they're trying to force this, I force myself onto my left hip, and now they see this knee cut and they take it. So again here, what I'll quite often do, we can take a reverse De La Riva hook here, so it would be like a shallow hook around the hamstring. But another hook I'll take is just keep this here, because it stops their side-to-side movement, stops their lateral movement, and it'll stop even a back step here. But what's key, again from this position, is that this knee's in. So this is usually the first step I'll take here. Again, I'll be controlling the inside space. This knee is going to keep them from getting a really solid underhook. But now let's look at, from this position, how do I force them to their knee? Because a lot of guys will say to me, I can't get this knee on the floor. And that's what good opponents will do. They'll keep this up, because while this knee's up, there's a chance they can knee cut all the way through, right? So what we need to do is we need to encourage this knee to the floor. So we're here. So the first step I'll do is now I'll switch from this hook to a reverse De La Riva style hook. And if their butt's real tight to their ankle here, I'll use my knee to make a bit of space to bring this in. You can see I'm hooking generally anywhere here. What I'm using this hook is to stop their knee coming all the way through to the floor here. If I don't hook here, their knee can come through to the floor and they can knee cut past us. So what's real important here is we use this reverse De La Riva hook to keep their knee from coming through. So if we combine that with that, there's no way they're going to pressure straight through, especially with our upper body frames. But how do we get the knee to the floor? What we need to do, we keep the reverse De La Riva hook. I'll make a little bit of space, so I'll move my hip out of it, and I'll hook an instep here. Once I've hooked the instep, I'll extend both legs, and we can drop their knee to the floor. Again, we don't want to stay here too long. If I stay here too long, they beat this knee, and they take a half guard. So once we put that knee on the floor, so again, reverse De La Riva hook, instep. Once we put that knee on the floor, bring your knee straight back in front. So this is how we bait them. The first bait is we force them to pass to the side they're not comfortable with. And again, you don't have to do that. That's just something I've strategically chosen to do, especially for competition. I'm going to attack them on their weak side. And then the second step is they've engaged the knee cut, they've engaged the bait. Now we need to put their knee back on the floor. So we'll go through it all one more time, right? So our opponent's standing, their right leg's forward. That means we can tell that they're probably going to prefer to pass right leg forward, or statistically, yeah, they're going to want to pass right leg forward. So we need to take this inside hook here. So we're playing, we take the inside hook, and we force ourselves to the inside here. I bring this knee back in front, and I keep this hook for now. So we're pretty stable here. It means they're committed to the knee cut. If I take this away, they can back out and maybe reset the position. But if we keep this hooked, it limits their side-to-side movement, even limits their ability to stand up easily. But again, we want this knee to the floor. So what we need to do, we switch to a reverse de la Riva hook. And again, such good technique here because there's no space for me to go reverse de la Riva hook, right? Come around here. There's no space here, right? The butt's tight. I can't just bring this foot through. I need to push with the top leg, even my arms here, to lift their butt off the ground, and then we take the hook. From here, if you're really flexible, you can just throw the instep in, but generally most people here, they'll need to keep the frames, they'll make a bit of space, and they'll throw this instep in around the shin here. The instep's real low to the ankle here. We want this bite. We keep the reverse de la Riva hook. We have an instep, but again, we control the frames here so they don't get a deep underhook. Extend both legs, knee hits the floor, I come in tight, and I bring my top knee across. So we'll talk about knee shield positioning in the next video on the two variations I like to play. But that's just a simple way to bait someone into the knee shield.